Hi everybody, today we are going to be reading a story. Our objective for today is to go over the different parts of a book. So let's get started with our front cover, our back cover, the spine of the book. The name of the book is the title. The person who writes the story is the author, and the person who draws the drawings inside the book is called the illustrator. And then we have our title page, and on the back cover of the book usually we have a summary of what the book is going to be about. So let's look at the front cover again. So the title of the book is Me on the Map by Joan Sweeney, illustrated by Annette Cable. So if we look at the picture on the front cover of the book, we can try to see and think about what the story might be about. So let's see what we can see. So we see a little girl holding a sign that says me, and we also see the world behind her, Earth behind her. So maybe we can think that this book might be about the little girl showing us where she lives or where she is from. But what do you guys think it might be about? Let's see. So we go to our title page, which says the title of the book again, Me on the Map by Joan Sweeney, illustrated by Annette Cable. If you guys look at the title page, it has a little bit more drawings, maybe showing us what the book is going to be about. We see her standing on Earth. We see a picture of her house. And then we see a drawing of maybe her bedroom. Let's see. This is me. This is me in my room. This is a map of my room. This is me on the map of my room. On this picture, we see her in her room. And then on this one, we see the map she drew of her room. This is my house. This is a map of my house. This is my room on the map of my house. This is my street. This is a map of my street. This is my house on the map of my street. So now we see her showing us her house and drawing a map of the inside of her house. And then over here she's showing us her block, and then showing us which is her house on the block. This is my town. This is a map of my town. This is my street on the map of my town. So we get to see her town where she lives. And then she's showing us all the little streets on her town. This is my state. This is a map of my state. This is my town on the map of my state. Showing us the state, what her state looks like. And now she's showing us a map of her state. She lives in Kansas. We live in the state of California. This is my country, the United States of America. This is a map of my country. This is my state on the map on my country. Showing us her country, the United States, which is also our country. And now she's showing us the actual map of the United States. And then she's showing us that she lives here in Kansas and we live here in California. This is my world. It is called Earth. It looks like a giant ball. If you could unroll the world and make it flat, so she's showing us Earth. It would look something like this map of the world. This is my country on the map of the world. So now we see a map of the whole world. And she's showing us that this is her country right here, the United States. So here's how I find my special place on the map. First, I look at the map of the world and find my country. Then I look at the map of my country and find my state. Then I look at the map of my state and find my own town. So she's showing us she's looking for the United States. And then she's showing us she found her state, which is Kansas, and she's looking for her town. Then I look at the map of my town and find my street. And on my street, I find my house. So she's showing us on the map that she lives on Oak Street. And then she shows us her house that is on Oak Street. And in my house, I find my room. And in my room, I find me. Just think. So we can see that she drew a picture of her house, a map of her house. And then on her map of her house, she also drew her room and a map of what's inside her room. In rooms and houses, on streets and towns and countries all over the world, everybody has their own special place on the map. Just like me on this map. She's trying to show us that we all have a space in the world, in the map. So before we go on to an activity, let's go over a few questions. Let's see. The first question is, how many different kinds of maps appear on the book? Do you remember the different types of maps she showed us? There's some that she drew and then some that she showed us pictures of. If we go back and count them all, she showed us 7 different types of maps. The first one she showed us was a map of her room that she drew. And she showed us, the second one she showed us was a map of her house that she also drew. The third map she showed us was the map of her street. The fourth map she showed us was the map of her town. The fifth map she showed us was the map of her state of Kansas. And then she showed us the sixth map, which was the map of the United States. And the last map that she showed us, number 7, was the map of the world, where we can see all the different continents of the world. Now let's see. The second question is, do you remember what was the name of the street she lived on? So we go back to the map of her street. We can see that she lives on Oak Street. And then one last question. If we remember looking at all the pictures inside the book, can you try to remember what were the color of her eyes and her shirt? Do you guys remember seeing? Let's see. Her shirt and her eyes had the same colors. So let's find a picture of her shirt and her eyes. Let's see. So we look at her drawing. She has a green and white shirt, and her eyes in her drawing are green. So now that we learned a little bit about maps and how we have different maps and we can draw different maps, for our activity, I want you to choose a room in your house. It could be your favorite room, it could be your bedroom, any room in your house. Your bedroom, the kitchen, the living room, the laundry room, whatever room is your favorite room, and I want you to draw a map. You can use crayons or color pencils, markers, and I also want you to draw yourself on the map like she did on her bedroom, where she drew herself on top of her bed. So like if we look at this one and her map of her bedroom, she's showing us where her bed is, her little rugs, her nightstand with a lamp on it. This is a door, her chair, her little desk area, and another door. So try to think about what your room looks like and then draw a map. So we remember and look back at the picture. This was the map of the little girl's bedroom, the one that she drew. And now I'm going to show you a map of the one I did, and then you guys can see how it looks different from the ones you did. So this is a map of Mrs. Tishell's bedroom. This is my bed. I have my black blanket, and then my gray comforter, and then my bed frame is like a dark brown reddish color. So you guys see how Miss Michelle colored it. I didn't just leave it all white. Try to put in a lot of detail into your drawings. Try to see what color your bed frame is, what color your sheets are, what color your dressers are, and try to color it the same way so it could look almost the same as your bedroom. And then our walls are a really light gray color, so I just did mine a darker gray so we can see it a little bit. And then this right here is a doorway into our restroom. That's why I left it open, and the door is open. And then this is the entryway to get into our bedroom from our living room. And then this is my dresser with the TV on top, and this blue right here is our window that we have in our bedroom, and then we have our 2 nightstands. And make sure you guys include yourself in your drawing. Try to, wherever you want to put yourself, just make sure you put yourself in your map, okay? And then this is pretty much it. This is our activity after reading our story, is our own little map. Remember, you can choose any area in your house you want to draw. It doesn't have to be your bedroom. It could be your kitchen. It could be your living room. It could be your backyard. Any area you want to draw of your house. And if you want to challenge yourself and you don't want to just do this, another thing you can draw maybe on the back side of your paper is a map of your whole house. Show us where you can draw where your kitchen is, and then your living room area, your bedrooms, or you can even do like how she did too, a map of her town, of her street. You guys can do it different ways. Think of which one it is you want to do, and if you like doing your bedroom one, you can try doing a different one too, and see how they're different and which one you like better. Hope you guys liked it. So that's the end of our activity for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and that's it for now. Bye.